start this, and I don't even know if this video will ever make it. I don't even know what to say. I'm praying this is a faulty test. I'm not even 2 months postpartum from a C-section with Libby. And I just got a second line on a pregnancy test. Part of what we do for birth control is I take ovulation tests daily until I start ovulating again. And every 4 weeks I take a pregnancy test just to make sure I didn't miss ovulation or anything like that. And it's been 2 weeks, it's been 2 weeks since we even started having anything. I haven't gotten a positive ovulation test. I am praying this test is bad and faulty, because I'll show you a picture of it. It's hard to see right here, but there is a faint set. Like, not even really faint, I don't even have to squint to see it. And it definitely has pink in it. So I just took an easy at home. I'm waiting for it to develop. So far it's negative, but this is a different brand of pregnancy test. It's this one I got off of Amazon. It just came with the ovulation tests, and so I figured I have a ton of them. They're, you know, cheapy type, like a cheapy piano stick one. That's why I'm also hoping that it's a bad test. But if this easy at home comes out with even the faintest of lines, I'm going out to the store and I'm getting a first response or clear blue, because this is scary. I don't know what to do. Like, seriously, I'm only 2 months out of a C-section. This could be dangerous for me if I am pregnant. Alright, I don't see anything on this strip test. Wondering if I shouldn't take another one of those tests just to make sure if the same kind of indent line pops up. I mean, I'm hoping it is, but it looks like it has color. Anyway, let me show you guys a picture and then we'll figure out what to do from there. It's a few hours later. I don't have any other tests and I haven't been able to come up with a reason to go to the store yet, so I'm just taking another one of these. I have a lot of them. The little HCG Easy at Home strip. If there is a line, it's super faint, but it's like one of those like shadow lines, so I'm not sure if that's positive or not. And Anthony, like, we got the 2 little kids in bed, and Anthony's out there playing video games with Nina, and I'm certainly not going to talk to him about this in front of her. But I'll see what the results of this are. I keep looking at it to see if there's anything faint. I gotta just put it down. I just put it down and wait for 5 minutes to pass. I cannot be pregnant. Not yet. I'm only 2 months after a C-section. Like, my body's not ready for this. I think that's what I'm most scared of. Is not only did I just have a baby, these kids would be less than a year apart in age. But my body's not ready to have another baby yet, to live through another pregnancy. So I know you're supposed to wait a minimum of 6 months, and like I said, it's not like it was planned if I am. We were using the multiple different forms of protection, so I don't even understand how this could happen. It leads me to think that this test is just a dud. I mean, it's one of the cheap Amazon tests, so I'm really, really hoping it's just a dud. Anyway, I'm gonna come back in 5 minutes and we'll see what the test looks like. I am literally in denial right now. Like, I opened up this test cartridge to make sure what I'm seeing. This line is coming up a second time. Like, what the heck? I'm freaking out right now. Oh my goodness, this cannot be happening. I'm not ready to be pregnant again. My body's not ready for this. I'm not ready to have another baby in 2023. It's what this kid would be due, like, end of November, beginning of December. I am not ready to have another baby. And I really, really hope this batch of tests is a dud, and I'm going to go out and I'm going to get a first response or a clear blue, and it's going to be negative. Like, I can't be pregnant. I can't do this right now. Like, I just had a baby and I just had a C-section. I've never been this worried. I've never been this scared about having a positive pregnancy test since I had a scare when we were living downstairs, or when we were living in a smaller apartment. That's another story, but we used to rent a different apartment in the same house, and it was way too small to have a baby in, and we had a pregnancy scare there. I wasn't pregnant then, and I have not been scared since then. And part of it legit is just for, like, my safety. Like, I know it's risky to be pregnant again this soon, and, like, how? I am so baffled. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna take a picture of this and put it in here. Like, they've probably been about 5 minutes now. We had the other one, I thought maybe it was an indent line or an evaporation line because it was sitting for about an hour from the time I peed on it, the time I got back to look at it. So I kind of but the line was pink. It wasn't pink, which is what was making me nervous. And now this one, like, I literally just took it, and there's a faint line on this. Oh my goodness, there's a faint line on this test. I can't even right now. All right, I have to pull myself together. I have to come up with a reason to go to the store. I can't. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I gotta get back out there. He's gonna think something's crazy. I keep running to the bathroom. He's gonna think something's up. All right. Well, I will come back and talk to you guys again, probably when I have a clear blue or a first response or a test I know I can rely on. All right. I'll be back then. Good morning. So it's the next morning now. I did end up taking a first response last night, but I ended up taking it with Anthony, and he was down to nothing but boxer shorts by the time I got down to the store, so I did not film it for that reason. But I got the first response triple check and took the early results test last night, probably around 10:30, and it was positive. I'll insert a picture. So I'm not really sure what to think at this point. I'm just like, Anthony, saw it too. He didn't see it, but we talked about it last night, and just, we were both tired. It was late. Basically just agreed we're gonna make sure, absolutely sure this is not like residual HCG from Libby or like any other sort of complication from my recent pregnancy before we get too scared or excited or whatever we end up feeling about it. Just such a mess of emotion. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take the rapid results test that comes from this, and if it's a dark enough line, I'll take the digital. But if you see my picture, it's a very faint positive. And I think I will go ahead and take, since I have so many of them, another one of the cheapy ones from the ovulation kit I got. I did find it, it's a blissful bump. I got it on Amazon. But I got, of course, pregnancy tests usually come with ovulation tests, so that's just where these came from. So, yeah. And another concern I have is also that, if it isn't, I am pregnant. I have had 2 miscarriages before. I don't want to have that again. But yeah, so I did just order a triple pack of the early response tests from Target pickup. They'll probably be ready in a couple hours, so I can take one every couple days just to make sure that if I'm pregnant that the line is progressing properly. Put my mind at ease as far as that goes. So I'm going to start with the rapid results. I don't think these are as sensitive as the early response, which is also why I had to order a bunch more of those, but I can also tell you my urine is a lot more concentrated this morning than it was last night, so it might hopefully still show a decent result. So we'll go ahead and get started with that. So here we go, perfectly blank. All right. have no idea how sensitive these are because I mean, if they're positive as they were last night, they're very sensitive. Whoops, I just dropped off the first response. They are definitely a sensitive test because my easy at home test was, they said, if anything, the faintest of lines. I'm gonna count. Okay. I've never actually dipped one of these. I've only peed straight on them. So we'll see how that first response just does not want to stay covered for anything. It really does not. There, put it inside the wrapper. Keep it laying flat. Alright, so that one's going across. That one underneath its wrapper. Even though I know the rapid results you can get in less than a minute, this one takes 3 to 5 minutes, so I will be back in 3 minutes and we will see what it says. Alright, so we're back and I now have a little addition. Bruce is now running around in here, so if you hear anything, that's what that is. So, flushing the toilet. Brucey, it's not a toy. Come on, Bubba. Yes, no touching. No jumping. The choice of having a toddler. Alright, so we'll go ahead and look at the rapid results first. Definitely has that second line, but it looks like about the same darkness as the one I took last night. Like I said, I wasn't expecting it to be as dark, super darker from it. It's only been like not even 12 hours yet, but also I don't think the rapid results are as sensitive as the early response. So yeah, it's definitely there. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera, but I will put in a picture. There's definitely a second line there for sure. It's definitely a little bit more of a squinter than the one last night was. So, I mean, hopefully that doesn't mean anything too terrible. It doesn't mean anything going down or anything, but... Alright, now for the other test. These gotta be sensitive because, wow, that is right, that is there, that is clear. Okay, I can't get it to show up on the camera, but that is like, I don't even, like, there's no squinting, that is there. Yeah. Now what is making me nervous is this is not quite as dark as the one I took yesterday afternoon that I originally thought, no Bruce, don't press the camera, don't press the buttons. That might be a dud, but it's definitely there. So that's what makes me nervous about line progress. Oh, Bruce, hold on, buddy, hold on, get down. I know, baby, I know. He looks in the camera. All right, hold on, baby, hold on. I'll get you in pictures. All right, I still can't pick him up, so I'll try to do this so he can say hi. All right, just real quick, Brucey, say hi. Hi, hi, everybody. All right, so yeah, but I'll put a picture of this. So I guess because I have a ton of these, I could probably do a line progression with these. But it's already making me scared, the fact that this is lighter than the one yesterday, and it's making me wonder if I'm not having a miscarriage. Alright, so keep you guys posted. I'm going to contact my midwife today and see if we can't get a blood test or talk about what if it could possibly be complications from... Anyway, Bruce, I'll sit down and talk about it when I have a free hand. He's trying to grab the pee cup now. So I have a free minute. Anyway, I'll get back to Okay, so it's a few hours later in the morning. Got myself somewhat pulled together. Bruce is once again here with me. But I picked up the 3-pack of first response. Yes. and drive up just 2 minutes ago. So mainly, I already saw that it's positive. The main reason I'm taking this is to confirm that there actually is, the line is getting darker. So the rapid test was lighter than than the early response I took last night, just because I don't think it's as sensitive. So I just want to confirm, take one of these. Yes, Ruthie. And then have a couple more for some line progression. So let's jump in, get these open, and see what it shows. I'm so nervous, but that's like I already know it's positive. Just gonna feel like cement these boxes shut these days. Anyway, so here we go. Brand new test. Yes, Bruce. Alright, so this is probably... Whoa! They changed the caps on these. I've never seen a solid, like a dark pink cap like that. Wow. Okay. Even from the one I took last night was a normal cap. So that's the Brucey. So, yeah, that's the blank test. I'm going to go ahead and dip this, and then, yeah. Brucey. Yeah, it's Bruce. He's just holding his crackers up. So you guys are kind of at an upward angle right now. It's to keep the handle out of Bruce's reach. The handle on the tripod. Brucey, get down, please. Get off the drawer. Please, buddy. Thank you.
Crackers!
Your crackers are right here, baby. I love you. Say please and thank you. All right, good job, buddy. I wasn't even counting, but I'm pretty sure that's far enough. It is running across. Okay. We'll see what that looks like as compared to the one I took last night. And then probably take every 2 days until I know for sure. Hoping this pregnancy, like, as hard as it would be to be pregnant again right now, I would not want this pregnancy to not be viable. But yeah, well, we're waiting for that. I'm surprised. Like, first I thought these tests I got online would be duds, but they are showing, darker than the first response. Like, they are so clear so early. And that's one of the reasons I'm a little less concerned that it might be about an miscarriage, because this one is just as dark, if not a little darker than the one I took yesterday afternoon. And the one I took last night, I think, must have been on some really light urine because it did not come out right. But I can also use these for line progression. So I don't even know if I'm going to be, Ruthie, ordering any easy at home pregnancy tests. I just literally just want to do it long enough to confirm that the pregnancy is viable. So. And then reach out to my midwife and figure out what the plan is for the next 9 months. So I'll be back when the timer's up. Alright, we're back. I got Bruce set up out in the living room. I'm hoping he'll let me just finish this video. Anyway, so it's definitely been 3 minutes. It's probably been a couple minutes more. We're going to go ahead and look at this. I don't even know what I'm hoping for at this point. No, of course I want the pregnancy to be viable. But alright. It's still light, but I'd definitely say it was darker than last night. That is not a squinter. Well, it is a little bit, but it's not one that, like, looking straight at it, I can see the line. Without, like, twisting it in the light or anything. So, I said I'm going to keep taking the cheapy ones daily and take these. Both the kids are crying. And take these just every 2 days for right now. So I'm going to go take care of the kids and catch you in the next one. Hey guys. So I realized when I was sitting here editing this that I never filmed a conclusion clip as to the results of my blood HCG test and what ended up, pregnant, not pregnant, what the results were. So my first blood test, which I took, I believe the very next day, did show 10 MIU of HCG. So I wasn't seeing things. There definitely was HCG in my blood. But the second test on a 48-hour blood draw is the one that really tells the verification. When talking to my midwife, she was like, you know, it could be one of 3 different things. Obviously, if it's increasing and doubling to tripling, that means a positive pregnancy test. If it's decreasing, it could mean either a miscarriage or residual HCG from my pregnancy. Now, I was 2 months postpartum at this point, and my midwife said I should have gotten rid of all the HCG by 1 month. So that was just like, okay, maybe this is actually a thing. And the last and probably worst possible outcome would have been that I was still showing HCG because a bit of placenta or something else got left in there during my C-section, and it was causing the hormone, appearance of the hormone. Fortunately, that was not the result, so it was not the worst outcome. By my second test 2 days later, 40 hours later, my HCG levels had completely zeroed out. So it had completely dropped out, leveled off. I had not taken another pregnancy test in home since then. I was just waiting for the blood test results to see. And yeah, so it basically came down to if I didn't start bleeding, it was residual from my pregnancy, and if I did, it was a miscarriage. I never got a bleed, I never started a period, so it was deemed to be residual from my pregnancy with Libby. It just took a very long time to work its way out of my system. So I am not pregnant, but this was a very intense little journey at the tail end of my maternity leave. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Love you. Bye.